Hello and welcome back, guys, to the channel. And on this video we're going to be doing a complete breakdown on the price direction of the pound USD. Now, as you can see on the charts, I'm just going to reduce some of this stuffs, and then we're going to see um, how did we get this view and why so, right? So we could basically just clear that and leave it blank. Right, so from there we're on the pound USD chart on the 30-minute time frame, and from here we can now zoom out completely, right, until the end, and then see and then just simply see how price has been moving over the past period of time. And then from there now we can do this breakdown and see what bias do we have on this specific chart, right? So from there we can see that price from the previous from the past few months and weeks, that price has been moving in this very beautiful bullish trend, right? As you can see right here, right, there's a series of highs and lows being made over time, right? So that's the indication that the trend is bullish. And up until this point right here, when this low right here was taken out, from there price began to move quite in a quite bearish direction, right, from this area here to this break right there, right? So with this break of this structural low, like right here, indicated that price was just about to be moving bearish. And as you can see right from there, from that high, price then came in and created this lower low, right, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now finally from this point here, right, coming up to the most recent price action, just there, we can see that from there price came in, right, and then took out this high right here, right? So this structural high was broken, meaning what? Now price stopped forming lower lows and lower highs, but instead formed a higher high. So from here we were back bullish once again. All right, so from that bullishness, price created a high, created a low right here, a high, right, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, right? And from there price was pretty much stagnant, and then came in and created, let's see if did this break, right? We want to see if this broke. Yeah, this broke. So from here price broke upwards again, boom, and created that that high that originated from this low. And then price now came down, created an intermediary low, right, an intermediary high, and then broke off low once more. So from this break, as you can see, this was just a sweep of liquidity, right? We had so much liquidity in terms of what trendline liquidity right here, right? As you can see, we had lows here, right? We had all these lows that held liquidity. So this very strong bearish push was simply a liquidity grab, and that is why, right, from this break right here, price went up again and then took out this high, right? Boom. So from there we can, so from here, right, from this break right here, from this break of structure right here, we can see that price has now returned bullish, right, from that break. And we're simply ranging, right, we're simply ranging from this high to this low. But when we come into an in-depth analysis of structure, we need to see what low created this high. You will come to see that this low right here was the one that made that bullish push that broke structure and created this this high right here, which is the current high. Hence we're going to be ranging, so we're going to be simply ranging from this high right here, right, from this high there to this low there. Should this low be broken, then we would finally be convinced that price is shifting back bearish once more. And should this high be broken, we should be convinced that price still wants to go bullish, right, and targeting this potential high right here as its next liquidity run, right? So so let's just mark this as NLR, which is the next liquidity run. And from there, we can now simply see that we are pretty much ranging from this low to this high here. So as you can see, we have, so from the creation of this high, price came down and then started breaking intermediary structure, indicating what? Price is simply doing a pullback in towards what? A pullback in towards an order block right here, right? An area of demand where where there are institutional orders lying, right? So that these institutional orders can be triggered, right? And imbalances in this area can be filled, right? As you can see, we have imbalances in this area right here, right? So if these imbalances get filled and these orders here get triggered, right, this price will have enough momentum now to go back into that bullish price action, right, and take out the highs as their next liquidity run. So as you can see from here, right, price, what price did was form this low, high, right, low, high. So as you can see, we're pretty much ranging now from this low to this high in terms of intermediary price action. Note this: you should never confuse between institutional order flow and actual candlestick order flow, right? When we're talking about main structural points, these here are our main structural points, right? But this shit inside here, right, once we are ranging, right, because we can't just sit we can't just sit back and watch everything play out and expect, you know, to get a trade like maybe 1 or 2 trades in a month. No, we're day traders, right? We're scalpers, right? We're swing traders, whatever type of trader you are, right? You need to trade, right? So since I personally am a day trader, right, so I could just simply get here and do this counter trend trades, right? So I know that price is breaking lows, right? As you can see clearly right here, right, price breaks this low, creates a lower low and a lower high. Hence, we now have an area of supply that price, as you can see, price comes down, fails to break this low right here. And from price, from price failing to break this low right here indicates what? That the high that created this low is weak and hence holding what? Liquidity on top of it. Now, we know that price could obviously come right back up, take out this liquidity, and of course mitigate this area of supply where there are obviously institutional orders that are pending to be triggered to take this market down. Now, as you can see, price comes up with a very strong push, right, mitigates, and once that mitigation is done, right, I just waited for the confirm. Lo and behold, price came down, gave me that confirmation entry, and we're pretty much now just waiting to hold this price all the way down here. And when price reaches this area of demand, then my trade, this counter trade will be closed, and I'll now start looking for potential buys in here and targeting these highs, this high right here and this high right here as my next take profit targets. Now, with that being said, let's go back in, right? So that's the main idea that I'm holding on this pair, right? On this pair, as you can see, we have liquidity right down here resting, and this liquidity needs to be cleared. Hence, you know, we also have imbalances in here, like I said before. So I'm just gonna denote this for you guys so you can see them, and you know, you could actually go and back test or forward test whatever you're gonna do with this piece of information. That's completely on your choice. So this is my idea on pound USD. Now let's go back inside and try to break down this trade that I had today. So like I said before, that we had this high right here. We had this high right here that pushed price down and failed to break this low right here. So this failure to break, we know that this high right here is pretty much holding what? Liquidity on top of it. So I was simply expecting price to come back up. As you can see, price was just building up liquidity on both sides of the market with all these trendline liquidities and ranges and whatever's, right? So I was simply waiting for all this liquidity to be swept, and once this sweep of liquidity was done, price could by then have mitigated this order block, which is exactly what happened today. And after the mitigation of this order block, we were now sure for potential sells. As you can see, when you go back into this price action, right, as you can see, so this is the 3-minute chart. As you can see, price from here broke this structure, created this high and this low, right, broke this high again, created this high, this low, came back up, came down, right, took out this low right here. So that's a change of character, right? Price goes down, creates this trendline liquidity here, comes up, sweeps this trendline liquidity, mitigates this order block in here, which is the last place that smart money bought before they sold, right? And at this point of mitigation, that's where my entry lied, right? As you can see, there was my entry with a 7.0 pip stop loss and an overall take profit target of 93.4 pips. which makes it an overall of 13 risk to reward ratio. So this is the trade that I'm currently in, and I'm looking to hold this trade all the way down here. And by the way, I'm hoping that, I don't know, some sort of news maybe could come and trigger these markets to go all the way down here. We also have FOMC and NFP this week, so I'm expecting price to come all the way down here, mitigate this. Because of news, we might see some potential wicks coming down here and then going up again for just simple forms of liquidation and liquidity grabs, because that's what they do, and an overall bullish push from here to target these high time frame highs, as I said before. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then don't forget to like, leave that thumbs up, and of course subscribe, turn that bell button on for future notifications, because videos are dropping on a daily basis, right? With that being said, guys, make sure you stay safe. Have a nice trading week, guys, and of course, peace out.